Tonight, it's supposed to be 22 degrees and windy, and we're supposed to get some snow tonight. Good morning, friends. Welcome to day 19. This is us walking across the bridge of the NOC. We came down from way up there, and now we're crossing the Nantahala River, going out the other side, and we have ourselves a 7.1 mile walk up today. Maybe a couple of little flats and downs, but basically 7.1 miles up to a shelter. Tonight, it's supposed to go down to 25 or so degrees. Forecast for possibly an inch of snow. So I might have some great videos for you tomorrow morning. But for now, we're gonna get on the trail a little bit later this morning. It's 9:45 and we're just getting started. We took a little easy morning. Again, 7.1 miles is not a lot of miles. Even though it's all up, we should be able to do it by late afternoon. So that's our plan. I'll check in down the trail. Afternoon, friends. Just had to catch this little bit of trail right here. Super cool. We are still on our climb out of the NOC. I'll talk more about that later. I have a lot to say about that climb. We're still in the middle of it. But this little tunnel right here is on the side of a mountain. Videos never really show how steep the decline is, but this is a super cool. I think this might be that mountain laurel, that scraggly stuff we were talking about. But I just wanted to get a quick glimpse of the trail right here for you. All right, see you on down the trail. Good afternoon, friends. We are taking a break. What did I say? I think about 2/3 of the way up Chiowa Bald. We've got about 2 more miles to the Sassafrass Gap Shelter. That's our target for the day. Sitting here, eating some lunch. We got Cadence over there enjoying his lunch. We got Hog Country in full recline mode over there, eating his lunch. Partly cloudy day. It's been a nice day. Big long climb so far. But we missed the morning rain. That was nice. And we've had a nice, long, legendary climb out of the knock. That's what we had today. All right, see you on down the trail. Hey, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to what is going to be a preview of the little series I described in my video yesterday, which I'm calling 60 Years of Gratitude. I thought about it a lot last night and started making some notes about what I want to do, and it led me to decide that today would not actually be year number 1, which will be 1966, the year I was born, but rather a little preview. The first thing I want to preview is I'm going to try to have some fun with this and incorporate some music into this little project, music associated with the year that I'm talking about. Now, I recognize that I might get into some copyright trouble here if I'm using portions of copyrighted songs for each year I want to discuss. But I'm hoping I can skate by any trouble by only using little 15 or 20 second clips out of songs. I think there's a time under which you don't get in trouble. I think it's like 15 seconds. I don't think it's 30 seconds, but anyway, I think if I keep them short, maybe I won't get in trouble. If there are any lawyers out there that want to comment, or anybody who works for YouTube who wants to advocate for me, please do. There's no commercial purpose for this channel. I don't make any money. I don't want any money. I wouldn't take any money. So I think that's another element of copyright infringement. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how far I can get with this, with playing some music. But the second part of the preview is this. As I started thinking about the years of my life and the people and the events that I want to talk about, good times, bad times, people who gave me opportunities, people who helped me through tough times, I concluded that there's a group of people that really transcend any single year. And of course, those are the most important people in my life, for whom the word gratitude really doesn't even begin to express the right sentiment. And of course, those people include my parents, my mom and dad, who have both passed. But again, the word gratitude really doesn't cover it. They obviously shaped me and taught me my values and my work ethic. And while I will probably mention them from time to time, they certainly are not associated with any one of those 60 years, but all of them. My two brothers and my sister, my amazing siblings, who have always just been the most amazing role models for me, from the time I was a little kid all the way to today. So again, the word gratitude really just doesn't even work. So, and again, I'm sure I will mention them because there are going to be some events I love to talk about, but there's no single year that I would mention and say, this is the year I became grateful for one of my brothers, or something like that. Of course, there's my amazing wife and my 3 amazing kids. Boy, again, gratitude, not the right word. So, again, in terms of supporting me and everything. So, and beyond that, there's other family, nieces and nephews and cousins and people whose impact on my life will transcend any one episode. So I just wanted to take today and say that, because again, I won't be mentioning them every single year, though I could. So I'll start tomorrow with 1966. And again, I'll apologize in advance to those of you that don't want to hear any of this, and that's not why you tuned in. I don't want to lose any viewers or subscribers. I suspect I will. I'm sure there's a chunk of you out there that will find this intolerable. Hopefully you can fast forward through this one segment every day and keep following. But this is what I'm finding to be part of my purpose, is recognizing my gratitude. And I'm going to share it right here on this channel. So, okay, that's all I have to say today. We'll start with the official first episode tomorrow. See you on down the trail. Afternoon, friends. It is coming up on 4 o'clock, and I am about 3/10 of a mile from the Sassafrass Gap Shelter. I think that's the one I'm going to. We talked about so many shelters and so many campgrounds in the past day or two. They all blend together, but I'm pretty sure it's Sassafrass Gap I'm stopping at tonight. 7.2 miles today. 6.5 of which was climbing out of the NOC. If you are coming behind me, let me just say this. The last 5 miles northbound into the knock are brutal. They are all downhill, knee busters, including about a mile or mile and a half that is absolute mountain goat territory. Rock steps and switchbacks along the edge of a sheer descent. Brutal. Surprisingly, this climb today, while long and tough, has been not so bad. It's basically a long uphill walk. Couple of rock scrambles, couple of straight up climbs, but all in all, not as bad, in my opinion, as everybody says the climb out of the knock is. Now tomorrow, we still have a couple of more miles to climb, so we're actually stopping today at a shelter that's at a little valley or saddle or whatever you want to call it. So we still have some more to do. So maybe tomorrow I'll say, never mind. But for now, I'm just going to call the climb out of the knock, the northbound climb out of the knock, a long, tough, uphill walk. So that's what I've got to say about this. Should be at the shelter here in about 15 minutes. And I'll get set up and wrap up the day there. See you a little bit later. Good evening, friends. Day 19 is just about over. We have reached Sassafrass Gap Shelter. And in fact, the sign is right here of everything that went on today. And I'm giving the old gear a big test tonight. I am set up right here, pretty high up on a ridge. You can obviously see what's off in the distance. I'm in what's called a little saddle here. That's where we came down. And tomorrow, that's where we'll head up. And the actual shelter, I don't know if you can see it down there. I'll walk over here. The actual shelter is right here. And everybody else is down either in or around the shelter, but there were just no level tent sites down there when I got here. So I am up here on the ridge, and tonight it's supposed to be 22 degrees and windy, and I'm supposed to get some snow tonight. So I may wake up in the morning with an inch of snow on the ground on my tent. I'll really test the wind stability tonight. Maybe taking a little bit of a risk, but so be it. I'm going to make myself some dinner and zip up and get in and go to bed and see how this night goes. All right, that's a wrap on day 19. We'll see you tomorrow.